and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be doing another Call of Duty commentary, and for this commentary, I'm going to be talking about how you can get more headshots in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, if you didn't already know, Black Ops 4 is now live. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get more headshots in Black Ops 4, and therefore how to unlock camos faster in the game. Also guys, I just want to say that if you are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to be pumping out a lot more Black Ops 4 content. This is only the beginning. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the commentary. So whether you want to be more accurate in Black Ops 4 or you want to unlock camos faster in the game, headshots are very important. So the first tip that I have for this video, and that's going to be run high caliber. Now in every single Call of Duty game, you actually get a damage multiplier for shooting an enemy in the head, and this is where high caliber comes in. High caliber was originally seen in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and what high caliber does is it increases the headshot multiplier when you're shooting a person. So that means if you get a headshot, you're going to be doing more damage with high caliber than by not using high caliber. This is really useful because if you're going for headshots, high caliber is going to be helping you out significantly because it's going to be able to kill the enemies quicker, therefore giving you the headshot. Now high caliber is not on every single weapon in the game. It's on assault rifles and pistols. However, unfortunately, as I said earlier, it's not on every single weapon in the game. So if you are using a weapon that you're trying to get more headshots with and you do have high caliber, make sure you go ahead and run it. So yeah, that's going to be my tip number 1. Moving down to tip number 2, and this is going to be aim for the neck as well as the lower head. So you might be thinking, Deeper Jungle, if you're going for headshots, why will you be wanting to aim at the neck as well as the lower head? Now this is because of flinch. Now flinch, if you didn't already know, is when you're aiming down sights and then an enemy shoots at you, so your gun flinches up into the air. This can be really annoying, especially if you're going for headshots, and that's just because if let's say you're aiming at a person's upper head, if you were to shoot them, then of course you are going to be getting a headshot. However, if that person shoots at you, then flinch is going to be kicking in, and then you're going to be shooting over their head instead of at their head, and a lot of the times that can get you killed. So to counteract flinch, you're going to be wanting to aiming at the upper neck as well as the lower head, so that way even if the person shoots at you and you flinch, you're still going to be shooting in their head and you're still going to be getting a headshot. Now this isn't a big deal if you're shooting the person from the back, because you're not going to be getting flinched because the person isn't shooting at you. However, if you're in a one-on-one gunfight, make sure to keep this in mind, so that way even if your gun does end up flinching, you're still going to be getting the headshot. So yeah guys, that's going to be tip number 2. Now moving down to my third tip for this video, and that's going to be run a red dot sight. Now the reason why I'm saying run a red dot sight, and that's just because in every single Call of Duty game, whether that be Black Ops 3, World War II, or Black Ops 4, whenever you're using an iron sight, it can be a little bit tricky when it comes to getting headshots, and that's just because not every single iron sight is created equally, and a lot of them are harder to use than other ones. So generally I like using a red dot sight just so that way it's easier to use every single weapon and be more accurate with them, and more specifically is because of the consistency of getting headshots with a red dot sight. This has happened to me so many times when I'm using a weapon and I'm going for headshots to unlock camos. I then find a person and then shoot him, and then oddly enough I do not get a headshot, and that's just because how I'm aiming, I'm actually shooting at their upper neck, so I end up getting a body shot. Now to counteract this, I use a red dot sight. Now elo sight works just as well. It really just comes down to your personal preference about using a red dot sight or elo sight, and using a red dot sight is really useful when it comes to getting headshots, because no matter what weapon you're using, all you have to do is make sure that the little red dot is over the enemy's head, shoot, and you're going to be getting a headshot 100% of the time. Trust me guys, this has helped me out so many times before. I remember in Call of Duty World War II when I was going for diamond submachine guns and I was playing on shipment 1944, and I had to get headshots with the WAF, which is probably one of the most frustrating things that you can do in Call of Duty. And one game that I played, I only got about 4 headshots in that one game. Then I decided to equip the red dot sight, and in the very next game I ended up getting 22 headshots. So make sure you go ahead and run a red dot sight. It's going to be helping you out significantly. So yeah, that's going to be another tip that I have for this video. Now the next thing that I want to mention in this video, and that's going to be the game modes that you're going to want to play, because if you want to get a lot of headshots, it depends on what game modes you play. Now if you want to get a lot of headshots, it's very important that you play objective game modes. Now these game modes would be game modes such as domination or hardpoint. Now the reason why you're going to be wanting to play domination or hardpoint, and that's just because you actually know where the enemies are going to be. If you're going to be playing something something like free-for-all or team deathmatch, you really don't know where the enemies are going to congregate. For a domination point or a hard point, you know where the enemies are going to go, and it's going to help you out significantly because you're going to know where the enemies are, so you can therefore kill them and get more headshots. This is also very useful because if, let's say, there are 2 or 3 people capping a domination point, all you have to do is sneak up behind them and then shoot them in the back of the head, and you can get 2 or 3 very easy headshots. Also, domination as well as hardpoint are a lot more fast paced, so you don't have to worry about joining up into a team deathmatch and then barely finding anyone throughout the entire game. That's really not going to happen too much in domination or hardpoint, as well as their longer game modes, so you have more opportunities to get headshots. Also guys, come November, Nuketown is going to be coming into Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and chances are once Nuketown releases, there are going to be 24/7 Nuketown lobbies, and that's very important that you play those because Nuketown is a very fast-paced map, so you know that you're going to be running into enemies all the time, which is going to give you more opportunities to get headshots. So yeah, that's going to be the next tip that I want to mention in this video. Now moving down to another tip that I want to mention, and that's going to be run extended mags. Now extended mags is very important if you're going to be playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and you want to get headshots, and that's just because if you run into several enemies, you want to have enough ammunition so that way you can take out all the enemies. This has happened to me so many times where I flank around and get behind people and I find 2 or 3 people capturing an objective and I can take them out, they don't know that I'm there, and I can get a couple free headshots. So I shoot the first person, get the headshot, then I run out of ammunition and they turn around and kill me. So if you don't want that happening to you, make sure you go ahead and run extended mags. It's going to be helping you out significantly. I'm more of a fast mags person. I like running fast mags more than I like running extended mags. However, for this particular circumstance, I run extended mags and not fast mags. Also guys, I want to throw in here that grip is going to be helping you out if you want to get headshots. Now the reason why I didn't mention this earlier, and that's just because grip is important, however it's not the most important thing, and it's pretty straightforward. Of course, if you're going to be wanting to get headshots, you have to be accurate, so running grip is pretty important. However, it really just depends on the weapon. If let's say you're trying to get headshots with the ICR-7 assault rifle, it's going to be a cakewalk. However, if you're trying to get headshots with something like the Spitfire, it's going to be a lot more important that you use a grip because it's going to be helping you out significantly with that recoil. So it really just depends on the weapon about whether or not you're going to need a grip. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it helped you out, and if it did, don't forget to leave a like on today's video, as well as make sure you guys subscribe for more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 videos like this one. Black Ops 4 only just released and I have a ton of content coming out for Black Ops 4 that you don't want to miss, so make sure to hit the red subscribe button as well as turn on post notifications so that way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Also guys, I'm going to be letting the gameplay run on so that way you can enjoy some raw gameplay of Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.
Be advised, hostile attack deploy beacon active. Enemy UAV above. Don't be complacent. Finish the mission. Enemy Hellstorm detected.
Watch me work. Nomad threat down. Wasted.
UAV standing by.
Mercs will think twice before trying that again.
Clean kill.